whoever's in the kitchen and meet you on the street.
This is a very confusing time in my life.
Now a lot of haters out there are talking shit about Men in Black 3. Do you know the difference between the haters and me? I make this film look good. Welcome back to Filmmaster Reviews. I'm Agent A. And right now, I'm going to talk about one of my all-time favorite sci-fi flicks, Men in Black. Released in 1995, Men in Black told the story of James Edwards, played by Will Smith, a cop who was recruited by Agent K, played by Tommy Lee Jones, to become a member of the Men in Black, a secret government organization that monitors extraterrestrial activity throughout the globe, protecting us from the scum of the universe. What made this film so good was its originality. Okay, granted it was based off the Malibu comic book Men in Black by Lowell Cunningham, but in terms of a film, it hadn't been done. The chemistry between Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones was mesmerizing, and it was incredibly fun to see them go back and forth as student and mentor. The aliens themselves were also very inventive. The worms, Frank the Pug, Mikey, the giant cockroach in the Edgar suit. These were some cool-ass fucking aliens. Overall, Men in Black was a perfect sci-fi comedy in every way. Then, much to our dismay, came the sequel. All I can say is, what a piece of shit. And I'm being nice just calling it that. The second movie just completely ruined the first film. All the heart and charm that the first film established was tossed aside in favor of a nonsensical plot, gaping plot holes, and a half-assed attempt at bringing back Tommy Lee Jones for another round, even after he was neuralized at the end of the first film like he wanted to be. Another problem that plagued it was its incredible lack of originality. It relied too heavily on the first film's side characters for comic relief when the comic relief should have been coming from Smith and Jones. Top it off with lame villains played by Lara Flynn Boyle and Johnny Knoxville, and you have a seriously bad movie. Now Men in Black 3 has been released. It's Will Smith's first film since 7 Pounds in 2008, and since production began on this film, it's been in hell. Seriously, there were disagreements between the actors and producers. They went over budget twice, the script had to be rewritten like 10 times, they had to reshoot the ending because Barry Sonnenfeld wasn't satisfied with the first one. There hasn't been a production disaster like this since Star Trek the Motion Picture. But unlike Star Trek the Motion Picture, Men in Black 3 is actually good. Okay, it's not as great as the first film, but it's a damn satisfying sequel, which is more than I could say for Men in Black 2. This time, J and K are back, and they are being pursued by the ruthless alien Boris the Animal, whom K had locked away years ago. Boris finds time travel technology and jumps back to 1969 to kill Agent K before K locks him up. Now Jay must use the technology to jump back to 1969 and save his partner before Boris has the chance to kill him. Now I will admit, I was not expecting much from this film. The last time a series got lazy and resorted to time travel in its third movie, we got... yeah, that never happened. But this is a rare case where that concept really works and manages to give the film its strength. Jay quickly runs into the young Agent K, played by Josh Brolin, when he arrives in 1969, and the chemistry between them is damn near identical to the chemistry of Jones and Smith in the first film. Like with Smith and Jones, it is a lot of fun watching Smith and Brolin interact.
Last chance, who are you and what do you know?
I'm an agent of Men in Black, but I'm from the future. We're partners. 25 years from now, you're gonna recruit me, and 14 years after that, the guy you didn't let me kill today at Coney Island, he escapes from prison and jumps back in the past and unleashes a full-scale invasion of Earth. We got about 19 hours to catch him and kill him, so really, we need to go right now.
Josh Brolin as the young Agent K is spot on. Half the time I thought Tommy Lee Jones was actually dubbing his voice. It's just a great tribute to Tommy Lee Jones, and if there was ever a biopic on Jones, I can only hope Brolin plays it. He plays more of a laid-back and understanding Agent K, and the character is fleshed out to the max. We learn not only why K is hard on Jay in the future, but why K recruited Jay and looked out for him in the first place. By the end of this film, everything with these two characters comes full circle, and the scene where it does is brilliantly handled and surprising. Seriously, I just did not see that twist at the end coming. I didn't at all. It was so damn cute, it made me want to cry. It's just a beautifully done scene, and I can't say enough about it. The villain, Boris the Animal, I also found to be very engaging, for the most part. He's played by Jermaine Clement, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but throughout the film, I could have sworn on my stepfather's grave that it was Tim Curry. He looks, talks, and sounds exactly like Tim Curry. The resemblance is mind-boggling. I don't know if Clement was trying to act like him, but I gotta tell you, it was awesome regardless. No, I'm not gonna lie, the film does have its problems, especially with the subplot that really doesn't go anywhere. They try to give the young Kay a romantic love interest in Agent O, played by Alice Eve, who in the future is the new head of MIB, and played by a very well-casted Emma Thompson. Yes, people, I'm sorry to say that both Zed and Frank are dead in this film. I wasn't too pleased about the Zed thing, because I love Rip Torn, let's face facts, he kicks ass. But after all of Frank's annoyances in Men in Black 2, I didn't give a shit about it. Just saying, you know, he was fucking annoying in the second movie.
And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have...
Frank!
But anyway, back to K and O. I understand what writer Ethan Cohen was trying to do, giving K a main love interest for once instead of J. That's all well and good. But it clashes with that subplot in the first movie where Kay was still in love with that woman he never got the flowers to. Now, I can understand a man needing to get his rocks off, but this didn't sit too well with me. However, I guess Men in Black 2 already shat on that subplot something fierce, so I guess it doesn't matter. But that's not even my biggest pet peeve with their relationship in the film. My biggest problem is that it's just kind of there, and for the most part, glanced over. They just kind of stuffed it in there for the hell of it. Yeah, it's sweet, it's cute, but overall, it's rather pointless and unneeded. Another problem I had was with a character called Griffin. I don't remember the actor's name and I don't care, but overall the character was very hit and miss. Sometimes he was funny, hell, even sometimes he was dramatic. But there were some points of the film where I just found him a tad annoying, especially with the final scene. The film ends on a very dramatic note with J and K, and I loved it, until they give this guy a final gag. It was stupid, pointless, and so damn unnecessary. The film was ending so well, and then it has to throw in a dumbass gag. Why? Yes, that really angered me, but it didn't kill the rest of the ending for me. My last two problems were Boris the Animal being taken out so damn easily in the end. I mean, seriously, they couldn't think of anything else. That was just fucking lame. And Will Smith not having a rap for this movie. How does Will Smith not have a rap for this movie? Cue the rap.
Nod your head. Let me see you nod your head like this. Let me see you like this. Let me see you bop your head, nod your head. Come on.
Sorry. Even the conundrum of crap that was Men in Black 2 had a rap. Hell, Will, you even did a rap for Wild Wild West. Will Smith, I want you in that studio now, making a rap. Do it. Do it now. You do a Men in Black film, you have to do a goddamn rap. It should be a government-issued law at this point. But overall, I consider all of those somewhat minor gripes in what's otherwise a worthy sequel. The casting of Josh Brolin as the young Agent K is phenomenal. Will Smith owns the role of Agent J at this point. Some subplots do go nowhere, but the main plot by itself is really well handled. It ixnays most of the recycled gags in favor of focusing mainly on J and K's partnership and friendship. That's what the focus is, and that's where the heart of this film truly lies. I've also heard complaints from sci-fi geeks that the time travel aspects of this film don't make a lot of sense. Yeah, I have to agree, some of the time travel aspects don't make sense, but that's a common problem in most time travel movies. Almost nothing in the Back to the Future trilogy made any sense, but that doesn't make them bad movies. In fact, the only movie that I've ever seen that managed to make its time travel aspects sensical was the Star Trek reboot. And even most sci-fi geeks hate that movie. I will never know why, because it was awesome, but you get my point. Either way, Men in Black 3 is a great time at the movies. I was originally going to give it 3.5 stars, but after a second viewing, I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. If you're a fan of the first film and want to see a worthy sequel, give this a watch. Or watch the animated series, that's cool too. But of course, most of you probably won't even see this movie. You know, because it's sci-fi and I recommended it, just like none of you saw John Carter. Because you don't listen. Y'all ignorant. Okay, you all come to me. Oh, review this movie. I don't want to know about this movie. I say, go see John Carter because it's going to kick ass. Oh, no. We don't want to see that. It's getting bad reviews from critics. Okay, they don't understand John Carter. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like Avatar and Red. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, folks, you did not notice a complete lack of videos from me in the past 5 months. You have not noticed that the movie Wars for Ring vs. Grudge was never aired. You all love the Geeky Man segment. Men in Black 3 is a great movie. You will all buy John Carter when it comes on DVD on June 5th. And you will all love and cherish my reviews for the rest of your lives. Bye. Oh, and there ain't no such thing as a battleship movie. Later.
We ain't on no government list. We straight don't exist. No names and no fingerprints. Saw something strange, watch your back. That you never quite know where the MIBs is at.
Do not bring that trash up in here, motherfucker. This is my house.
Take your sticking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!